Hey everyone, it's the second day of my visit to Cisco Live. Arrived yesterday. Unfortunately didn't get a lot of sleep, but at least I posted a video at 2 a.m. This morning. But hopefully the content is good. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. I had the opportunity to talk to Hank Preston, and he gave me a bit of a tour of the Cisco DevNet Zone. Let me know if you want to see more of this type of content. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've got Hank Preston with me, this time in the physical rather than in the virtual. Hank, welcome.
Thanks, David. It's really great to be in person for a chance to go through. We ran into each other, and we're going to do a bit of a tour here of the DevNet Zone in Cisco Live Barcelona. Take a look at some of the great activities that are going on, and you'll hear from David and myself all week on social media and video with the great activities that are going through and pointers to stuff that you can do at home if unfortunately you couldn't join us here in person.
Hey, Hank, so I'm going to hand it over to you now. I'm going to go behind the camera and film Hank. So he's going to give us a backstage, what do you call it?
We'll do a behind-the-scenes, expert-led tour. I don't know.
There you go. You're definitely the expert. So here we go.
So we're going to start our behind-the-scenes tour here in the DevNet Theater. And so what you'll see here as we take a look is this is where the big sessions take place in DevNet Zone. We'll do coding classes, we do introductions to different technologies, and we can see. And when we take a look at this later in the week, we'll have standing room only, all the benches will be full, people eating up the great programmability topics that we have. Moving on from our DevNet Theater, we're going to pivot over here to what we have as our Build Infrastructure section. Around here you can learn about all of the great technology and the demos that are available on different pieces. So standing back here, we've got Mr. Brian Byrne talking a bit about Cisco's SD-WAN programmability as we can go through. We'll walk around behind him. We won't bug him too much while he's talking. We come a little bit farther and we've got a couple of our DevNet team members here that I will interrupt directly. Gentlemen, so we're doing a bit of a video here. We've got David Bombal and his audience.
Hey guys,
how's it going?
Good.
So we've got Eric. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Eric.
Hi, Eric Thiel. I am the Senior Engineering Manager for Developer Advocates, focused on infrastructure and security.
Excellent. And yourself?
And I'm, excuse me, Kareem Iskender, part of the DevNet, and I am a developer advocate for DNA Center, DNA Spaces.
Right.
So over here at this demo booth, we're actually going to be highlighting DNA Center and all the programmability topics that are available. What you can build on top of DNA Center to integrate it into your own systems as you go through on that. So moving right along, thanks gentlemen.
Thanks Scott.
So over here we've got our last side of the demo booth where we've got Cisco ACI and ACI Anywhere and ACI integration with Kubernetes that we'll be talking about. So over here we've got one of our demo specialists. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Anil Kumar. I'm the technical marketing engineer from the data center business unit.
Excellent. And he's going to be showing everybody how we can actually extend the ACI fabric out to the public cloud and manage your policy, not just in your private data center, but in your public resources as well. Anything more to add?
Yeah, I think you summarized it well.
Excellent, perfect.
So we also are showing all the different ways in which you can automate ACI. So we have Python, we have Ansible, we have Terraform integrations, and we have integrations with Kubernetes and all the other methods. So basically customers can leverage all these methods and automate the policies. At the same time they can extend the policies to any public cloud like Amazon once we have the public cloud access. So ACI Anywhere, and they can get the full benefit of that.
Excellent, thank you so much. All right. One of the fun things that we do in DevNet Zone are different types of games, challenges, where you can put the technology to the test and try your hand at kind of solving puzzles as they go through. A couple of years ago, we started our security challenges with both black hat and white hat style options. And so here we've got our security challenge booth, where you can take advantage of the APIs that are going on inside of products like OpenDNS, ACI firewalls, Firepower, to detect and prevent different types of attacks as they go through. So you can actually sit down and try either side of the spectrum. Do you want to attempt to attack and infiltrate, or do you want to try to protect as they go through? Provide both capabilities to show you how that works as it goes in. Speaking of different interactive activities, we've got the amazing race here in DevNet, where you are put to the test against a clock to work your way through this long tunnel. Each room in the tunnel, you will be presented with different questions related to programmability across Cisco's platforms as they go in. Do you understand how to get your tokens for a different platform? Do you understand how Python works for general coding pieces? Before you go through the tunnel to prep, you can take our learning labs to figure out all the skills necessary to understand what's going on as you go through. So new this year in Barcelona is the DevNet Start Now zone. One of the common things that we hear from folks as they go through is, hey, how do I get started? Or this idea that DevNet's only if you're already a developer and you know what's going on. And that's not true. What we wanted to do was to give everybody a way that they knew exactly where to get started in DevNet Zone. And so we've got the Start Now. Anybody can roll up, talk to one of our mentors as they go through. David himself is actually going to be doing some of our mentoring with folks, help them get their laptops set up, look at the different schedule of events and the demos that are going on here in the DevNet Zone, and suggest things that you may want to take advantage of as they go through. And if you've brought your laptop, we'll actually sit down and help you get all of the tools installed as they go in. Now right next to the Start Now zone is Classroom 3. People come to the DevNet Zone for lots of different reasons, and one of them is our instructor-led content. And so in DevNet Zone, we offer classroom sessions where you can take a seat, listen in on a class on, again, coding, maybe programmability, introduction to ACI development, all sorts of a variety of pieces as they go through. We have 3 classrooms running here, all week inside of DevNet Zone in Cisco Live Barcelona. So our other style of sessions that we have in DevNet Zone is one of the ones that is very unique to the DevNet Zone, and my favorite type of session to deliver are our workshop sessions. So it's right behind me, they're getting ready to get started with a workshop here. And what our workshops are, these are instructor-led, intimate, hands-on guided labs. And so you sit down on one of our DevNet provided laptops, and then you walk through a lab exercise on one of the types of technologies. Maybe it's related to collaboration and WebEx Teams APIs. Maybe it's something on how to use NetConf and RESTConf and Yang models, or diving deeper into ACI or DNA Center. We have workshops all week on different topics as they go through, and you can sit down and follow along. Or if the seats are full, we always have a large crowd listening in on the session, understanding what's going on as they go through. It is a little bit quieter here today because we don't actually officially start with all of our content until Tuesday at Cisco Live, but we've been busy even despite that fact, with people rolling in after they've registered. They check out the Cisco store across the way, and then they roll by to talk to our info desk or talk to some of our folks that are already milling around. And then over here on our tour is my home away from home in DevNet, the DevNet Sandbox. Now we've talked a lot about Sandbox on different videos, but if you haven't seen that or if you've forgotten, remember DevNet Sandbox is a 100% free access to development labs on Cisco infrastructure, software, open source tools. If you're interested in exploring something but you don't have the lab equipment yourself, you can check out the DevNet Sandboxes. Log in, get access to an always-on or reservable sandbox, and get access immediately. And here at Cisco Live in the DevNet Zone, we actually have a tablet challenge going on. Let's take a look.
You're going to build your own computer.
So DevNet Sandbox is actually so easy to do that we're slowing you down by making you build your own tablet computer. And so we've got Kano computing kits here, so it's based on a Raspberry Pi and all the components necessary. We give you the instructions so that you can take a look at it and assemble your tablet computer, then log into Sandbox and access one of our wonderful platforms that are there, and then take advantage and see how it goes through. Fastest time each day is submitted for a prize, a Harry Potter build your own magic wand as it goes through on that.
So, guys, had some technical issues as always when I'm filming, but Hank, thanks so much for doing that walkthrough.
It's great. It's so different. We were just talking about how so different it is to record on site with all of the mobile stuff, carrying all the microphones, rather than the more comfortable zone where we're just sitting at our desk in front of a camera and chatting over video. But the in-person stuff is kind of nice.
It is. It's good to meet you finally, man.
You too.
We've had a lot of videos together, but this is the first time, like you said, breathing the same air, enjoying the same environment. It's good to be here.
It is, and it's a hell of an environment. If you've never had a chance to come to a Cisco Live event, there's nothing quite like it. It's a long week. We've got 4 days of content as it goes in, and what's interesting, today is what we call Techtorial Day. So most of the content today are these longer sessions. They're kind of outside of the typical Cisco Live, and so there's less people around. But I was telling David here, tomorrow we're going to have mobs of people at all of our classroom sessions, people streaming in and out of the keynotes as they go through. Lots of stuff going on, and so
that was my technical adjustment. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's all good. And so stay tuned for all of the great activity and the different feedback and notes about what David's seen here. So I have a question for you for a change. We'll turn it around.
No, I don't answer questions. I'll ask them.
Oh no, it's an easy one.
Go on.
What are you looking forward to learning? Do you have some deep, burning technical questions that you're hoping to get answered here this week?
Yeah, I think for me it'll be nice to learn about where this stuff's going. Like, a lot of people have asked me this, and this is true for me as well, is automation stuff's becoming more and more important. So it'll be great to sort of see where is it going and what should I learn. what should I create courses on for me personally, and then for the audience, what they should learn. So that's what I'm hoping to find out while I'm here.
That's fantastic, and there'll be tons of people talking about where the direction of the future, how things have to go through on that, so I know you'll get a shot at it as you go through. So.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, thanks to you for inviting me. Thanks to Cisco DevNet for bringing me here. So again, this is my first Cisco Live, and let me tell you, it's worth coming if you haven't been to one before. I can't believe it's my first one. It's a nice big environment, lots of people to meet, and I think that's the most important thing for me personally is, actually meet someone like yourself, meet other people. It's really good to meet people in person and just get the one-on-one interaction.
Yeah, the joke is Cisco Live summer camp for tech nerds, and there really is something to that.
Yeah.
Standing around, having lunch, sitting at a table, telling a story about a horror story where your friends back at home may not get it, but everybody here is going to understand that day the spanning tree just did not work for you, and they'll relate to you. And you can't get that quite anywhere else quite like at Cisco Live.
That's brilliant. Hank, again, thanks for the quick overview. We should have another one of these, but something more technical.
I'm sure we will. Great, David.
Right. Thanks, man.
Yep. Bye.
So I'm back in the hotel room after a full day at Cisco Live. Today I spent a lot of time in the DevNet zone. I met some interesting people. I took part also in a backstage tour of Cisco Live. Let me know if you want to see that content. It's basically a walk around of Backstage, which was very interesting. Now I've also recorded a lot of other content. I don't have the time to edit all of that content and upload it every night after a full day at Cisco Live. But hopefully later this week and in the coming weeks, I'll continue to upload content from my experiences here. I interviewed a number of people. I spoke to a lot of network engineers. I've set up a whole bunch of interviews for tomorrow and the rest of the week where I'm going to be asking Cisco engineers the questions that you've given me. So if you've got more questions, make sure to add them below this video so that I can ask people your questions. I'm going to be taking my phone with me and I'm going to be asking the people that I interview the questions that you give me. So make sure that you add those questions below this video. If you've got ideas of content that you'd like me to create, people that you'd like me to interview, or topics that you'd like me to add to these videos, then let me know. Once again, I'm trying to make the most of my time at Cisco Live. I'm also trying to get as much content created and put together to share with you. So make sure that you let me know what you want me to talk about and who you want me to talk to. Now, I want to wish you all the very best. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel and you find the content interesting and valuable, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and ask others to subscribe if you want to. As always, you don't have to if you don't want to, but that does help me grow this channel and also open doors for me. I want to wish you all the very best. I will see you tomorrow.